Welcome back to Good Rock, home of the Rock Boys, and otherwise known as a game called Oxygen Not Included. This is episode 3, I believe. We're back. We're sort of hitting the stride of the game. We're getting to the point where we have to do stuff. We can't just make them dig, you know? We have to solve problems. Last time we were putting in a water liquid pump, but it came to my attention that it probably is going to be relatively useless because I can't. There's no place that needs water pumped into it. Like these things you would think would maybe, like a bottle emptier, you would think would be, you could hook it up to a pipe and it would run to some sort of receptacle you have dug out or something. But in this case, it's whenever I go into plumbing, there's no outlets anywhere. None of these things need water. Obviously, when we get to the more advanced plumbing stuff, we like showers and actual toilets, not just outhouses, then that'll be a whole new thing. But for the time being, we have this thing and it's going to be ready to go soon. We have all the electrical now run except for this small section. Everything else is it's not, it's going to be pointless to have this, is what I'm trying to say. In short, in short, it was a waste of time. But let's move on from that. Okay, we have other things to worry about. I have ventilation selected now. I was going to get something like sanitation or one of these second tier things. Filtration would be really good to have. It only gives us two things, but they're very important. We get the gas filter and the liquid filter, which would be great to have. But I'm instead going to go for ventilation, mostly because it allows us to move different gases around, and also the second tier is going to allow us the airflow tile, which will help us in the long run, I think. Now, that said, we have things to do. Today, my main objectives are to get down into here, dig down into this place, so that the bad gas is a place to go, and all of this delicious oxygen can flow up into our base, and to produce more oxygen overall. Because if you click on this, it says, or you hover over this, it says the colony is producing 53.5 kilograms of oxygen, but the duplicates are currently have up to this point consumed 99.1. So assuming that this is a continual thing and it's not just like for some reason telling me, I mean, is it gonna go up? It is going up. So maybe my current goal is to build two more of these algae oxidizers, for better or worse. Though it does seem that maybe algae is in short supply. So in retrospect, we're going to need some more algae as well, but that's going to have to come later. First things first, we need more algae oxidizers. So let's get out of this first of all, and let's put it put another one here, and then where should we put a third one? Let's see. So what does this actually do? It uses algae in terms of oxygen. There's no like other side effects or anything. So I'm thinking maybe we put one down here, because right now it's a bit of an issue as well. So we'll put one there. And I think these are going to need power too, right? Yeah, they have power outlets. So we'll run power to there and to here. Beautiful. And yeah, that's good. It's going to go good. Now, the next thing I want to do before we start our dig planning is I want another storage compactor, because this one is full. How much does this cost, and what does it cost? It costs granite, obsidian. I think it can use any of these. So sandstone. So we can pretty much afford, honestly, a full room of these if we really want to. And boy, do I want to. Oh, it's a slow start, but there's going to be a lot of these kinds of sections of the series, I think, because we just have a lot of planning to do. You got to plan if you want to be the man. And fucking goddamn it, I want to be the man. So now, We can let them build while we plan out this dig. So I don't know that I want to clear. Obviously, we can't really afford to clear out this area because it'll flood. So what I'm thinking here is we can maybe dig a section that goes over here. We can get a ladder continuation down like this. That way, once we're ready to extend down here, we'll have a way to get down here more easily and everything will look good. Maybe we can get rid of, deconstruct this bad boy here. And yeah, that's going to work well. Once these guys are up, right now I also put this down. This is our agriculture and organic thing. I do believe it's causing, it's seeping out some bad air because it has polluted dirt in it. So that's an unfortunate side effect. And in retrospect, maybe not the best place to have it, but what can you do, you know? So once we're down here also, look at all this delicious algae. It's going to be a really nice boon for us. We also have this place up here that we can dig into. So I can go like this, for instance, and get my dig on. Now, what is this stuff? This is sandstone. Not to be confused with sand. So it won't fall. Which is good. Now, what about oxygen? It's mostly oxygen up here. So we can break into this place a bit if we want to, and boy do I. Boy, do I want to. Also, a nice opportunity for us to dig this out, because it's mostly algae as well. And we're not going to go too far over here, because I don't want to accidentally break into this. Now, for priorities, everybody seems to be just doing stuff. Sweeping, mostly, which is actually really good. I didn't tell them to sweep up everything. Like, all this stuff is not ordered to sweep, but I did want to clear out some of it. But I do think it's maybe time to prioritize a little bit. So let's get this prioritized. This is not a 6 for some reason. The lack of oxygen, or lack of algae. No, I don't know if it's... There's power in this, but it seems like it's being used up before it can get to this guy. Is that true? Oh, I see. It's because I broke the wire because I'm dumb. Well, that's actually a relief. It's actually quite a relief. We're going to set that to a 7. Get that done. And then we're going to build a ladder there that we wanted to. Alright, we're going. It's going. An oversight. A mere oversight. So... this is going to be a tough one. Because I'm going to have to build a ladder down here that I don't really want to do. If I'm being honest with you guys. I guess we could... I guess we're going to have to. We could just do this ladder all the way down and cancel this digging. If I cancel all of that, and then I just do ladder all the way down here, and then I dig from here, trying to think, yeah, right here, and then this, and this, and this, and that'll be a nice stair situation. I hear somebody sleeping. Who's the culprit? What's wrong with you? Grimy. I mean, what are you gonna do? It's a place where people poop collectively. It's gonna be grimy. Things happen in there that we don't want to talk about, but they're fucking grimy. Everybody thinks their shit don't stink, but as it turns out, your shit definitely stinks, and also it's probably grimy. Research complete. Also, I think I'm gonna... Well, I think that's an old one, actually. It's for some reason still telling me about basic farming that we did at the beginning. Alright, so, also, I think we're gonna prioritize all of this stuff. Oh my god, what is this? This is not something that is usually in this. This was not in the game. It was what I'm really having a hard time speaking the English language today. But what I meant to say was this was not in the game last time, obviously, we played. None of this, like, cool shit. That's fucking sweet. We're gonna have to go check that out. Maybe not this episode. I think we have other things to do. And other problems that we're gonna have to solve here. The micro musher needs water. I don't understand what they're having issues with water right now. Like they used to... Is there something I'm missing? Like they used to just go down to the water and suck it up. I'm clearly missing something. Maybe I need to... Maybe this needs to... Oh, I fucking see. It needs like... Well, god damn it. Alright. We're gonna have to dismantle this. Deconstruct. Prioritize that as a 7, I guess. If that's what that means, yeah. And then we're gonna have to build a tile bit over this, which was gonna be something we did anyway. Alright, it's bedtime, so we'll speed this up. I still hear a noise. Is it the hatch? Yeah, it's down there. Okay. We'll speed through the night. I think we're going to play on normal speed for a little bit. This guy's probably... Yeah, light... Oh, he's got light wounds. Where'd you get the wounds from, man bun? What have you been doing? Oh, good grief. Alright. Back down to normal speed. Priorities... Let's get this to 6. Let's then put the pitcher pump here. Now, it does seem to be causing a bit of an issue here. Let's cancel this. I don't really understand what they're going... I guess it's supposed to be part of the floor, because it has that bit below it. So if I put that there, this works as the floor. I suppose. Now, I'm guessing they're going to dig this out automatically whenever they try to build it. Or before they try to build it. We're also going to have to dig this stuff out too, because otherwise eventually it's going to be pretty empty. And it's going to empty out here first. So we want this all to be level at the very least. In retrospect, maybe we should prioritize this stuff higher, because a lot of stuff is requiring water. A lot of stuff is requiring water. Oh, look, it's all done up here. Okay, so we need to set up this stuff. I think we're going to just set it everything... all except agriculture, organic, and seeds. Is that what this one was? Yes. Okay. Let's copy the settings, apparently. That's an option. Nice. Dope. Very nice. Alright. Pitcher pump. Very nice. Okay, that's cool. That means this thing is also the same way. We can deconstruct that. So now they should be able to, if this works the way I think it does, they should be able to come over here and get water from this anytime they need to put water in something else. This guy seems like he's en route. Could it be? He's doing it! Oh, hell yes. And we've apparently completed ventilation, which is fantastic news. Alright, let's pause this for a second. Take a little bit of... This is always a nice time, right? It just pauses everything in the background. You don't have to worry about your small clone boys and girls doing any sort of heinous shit, like drowning themselves or, you know, having some sort of kitchen-related accident. You can just like casually browse this very clean UI and just think about your life and why you're wasting it playing Oxygen Not Included, and so, you know, going out there in the world and being somebody. All right, so the question is, should we start the tier 2 stuff, or should we continue to sort of knock out, like, we don't really need this stuff. This is all decor related, and we haven't had any decor related catastrophes yet. There's a big battery, a switch and stuff, but it's mostly, this is mostly for this. These aren't super important yet. I think what I'm going to do is work on the... This is a tough call. This is a tough call. I mean, if we go... We have to get power eventually, but we're at a point where we can even go with 2 manual generators if we really want to. So I don't think that's priority. I think maybe either filtration... I think filtration is the answer to our question. We are, of course, going to have to run make a building. What the hell am I talking about? Stations. We need the supercomputer. So before we build that, I want to prioritize the dismantling of this bad boy. And I want to potentially move the ration box as well. So do we have another... Can we build another ration box? Oh boy. Well, there was a bit of an issue where I lost about 15 minutes of footage. So I don't know what I did since then, honestly, of this episode. So let's just say I know for sure that I haven't introduced you to Leaky in this. We lost that unfortunately because it was a great introduction. Just to let you know, his name was Harold. He had a leaky bladder, leaky genitals all around, and now his name is Leaky, and he's part of the team. He, against all the odds, honestly. No one... We saw Harold multiple times, almost every time it seems like, and he was always never a consideration. But because of the weakness of all the other contestants in this duplicate session, Leaky has joined the crew. So, that said, what are we going to do? So you can sort of see the state of things. Everything is looking pretty well. The only problem we have run into is that Meemaw decided to eat right at bedtime and then didn't go to bed until, like, almost time to get up. So she's still asleep. I don't know why she did that, but she did, unfortunately. I really don't understand it, but what are you gonna fucking do, you know? Okay, so what I want to do to finish out this episode is work on our kitchen area, because why not? It's something we can do. It's a tangible goal. And I already said, I think you guys heard it, I want to build the kitchen up here. It could be a kitchen and a relaxation area. So that's what we're going to start planning. We're going to start planning the kitchen. So if I mess that up real bad. That there, and doorways, and we will prioritize it after the fact. All of you go to 7. I want 7s across the goddamn board. Make that a 6. So we're gonna move the mic. We're gonna be ending up moving the musher up here, and we'll put some areas to eat, hopefully. I'm assuming that's something you can do eventually. I don't know. Furniture. Mess table is what we want. So requires meal preparation research. Also, I did change our research to pressure management. So right now we are working, because I really want some manual airlocks, and I also want the airflow tiles pretty badly. So that's what we're working on right now. Hopefully they'll start doing that after we get this stuff dug out. Let's also dig this at a 7. And that too. And let's see what happens. Let's unpause this bad boy and see what happens. Oh. What a time to be alive on the Good Rock, though. Like, things are going pretty well. We do have now a insufficient oxygen situation now that we've added Leaky. Like, I think we sort of had a nice serene situation with the oxygen where we were using about as much as we were producing. But now with a new boy sucking up that good air juice, I guess, we have another issue. So I think what we're going to have to do is give ourselves another algae deoxidizer. And we'll put this one over here to mimic the other one. And we're going to need power ran there. So we'll do this down here. And you know what? We're probably going to have to prioritize this above that. So make sure they do that before they start working on the kitchen expansion. Oh, what a time to be alive. I can't believe it. Other than this problem, everything is going smoothly on the good rock. Can you believe it? Remember early on we were already running into small issues that could potentially snowball into bigger issues? Now we've sort of cleaned everything up. We've got a nice even thing where we're not producing too much of one thing or too little of one thing. I think we were doing a fantastic job in terms of pacing, if I'm being quite honest with you guys. I gotta give myself some credit here. I've accidentally stumbled into the yin and yang situation, which I'm doing things at the proper pace, I think. You guys may disagree with me, and to that I say, you know what, you're entitled to your own opinion, but fuck you, bitch, I hate your guts. That said, I am a little bit worried about this polluted water just pumping out polluted oxygen. That's not really how bottles work. Like, it's bottled stuff. It shouldn't be producing anything, but whatever. I'm going to digress. I do think this sort of is leading us to this the conclusion that we're going to have to build our polluted water tanks soon. We can probably plan that out a little bit if I go ahead and do a like really low priority dig, like put this at 4. This is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down to this, and then what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What a time. Man, we've done it. And I can even use this as like a... I can dig all the way... You know what? Don't do this. I can dig from here. This will be like a barrier so I don't get confused. And then this is the center point. We can use this guy that we took an unnecessary amount of time planning positioning for. And be like, boom. I want a real thick wall between these two tanks that's centered. And I think that should be centered. If I count from here now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Boom. And I should probably reprioritize some of this because I think a lot of it's 5s by accident. We also need to make that a 6. And this is 6. Just in case. We have this as an 8. I think I'm going to put this down to a 7 and this to a 7. And everything else, I think we're good. I'm going to make this a 7 too because I don't want them shitting their pants. I think that is a pretty good reason to do just about anything. If it can save you the unfortunate situation of you shitting your pants, you should probably do it. You take the precaution. I think we can all agree on that. We're going to dig this at a 7. Feels good. Priorities? Priorities, anyone? Let's do this. Let's grab a little bit of that algae while you're over here, boys. I think we are seeing the fruits of our labor right now. Because we're seeing a lot of people shitting in the toilet and washing their hands right now. I'm a little concerned about them doing that before that. 8, 7, okay. They should probably do it once. Let's go use this bathroom and then wash your hands, man bun. Now look what you've done. Good grief. Can't believe it. Okay, Micro Musher. Micro Musher is going to be moved soon. I think we'll start building over here, and then I don't think we're going to need this whole area for food, but we'll do it where we have food making, kitchen, and then the eating place. If I go back into research and we look for food prep, here it is. Meal preparation, mess table, electric grill, and a farm tile. So we might have to do that next. But right now it's not going to matter because everybody is sort of working on clearing it out anyway. Food. I think we can probably afford to disassemble this one right now. So if I deconstruct this guy, and then I reassemble this as a 7 up here, we'll do that. Now, recycles carbon dioxide. Are we going to have to put one of these algae terrariums up in this top area? Just to counter some of this? I think we're going to have to, honestly. Make this a 7. Because this is all bad air. Because there was nothing there. So anything you breathe out is going to be the main thing. So there's like nothing in here that they can do. Now I do think we need to build a ladder up this side for multiple reasons. But mostly so there's another area for this to run down. This is going to be a problem area, I think, because right now this side has an outlet down into this hole. Any air that goes down this side is going to just start pooling here, unfortunately, I think. I'm also concerned about building under this in general because of the tank situation, but, you know, I think we'll be okay. We can always pipe in and out to different places. This shouldn't be a big issue. We do need to pause for a second and continue to get the power set up. There we go. And I'll deconstruct this wire. We probably should prioritize. I wish when you clicked prioritize, it went to the prioritize overlay instead of just staying on whatever you were before. We're going to prioritize this. All of this is a 7. And then we'll reprioritize the micro musher as like a 6. Because that seemed to be a nice place for it. I think I'll set that as a 6 as well. Why is... oh my gosh. We need to prioritize 9, dig this stuff up. It's probably blocking the toilet knowing this game. Do it, lasagna. No. Why are you doing this? Do we have this too high? I'm going to set this at a 6. I think they're washing their hands way too much. I could be wrong. I don't know. I don't have any experience with the whole contamination system that came with whatever that that update was. But that washing your hands like 2 times in a row seems like you're probably washing your hands too much, and you're bordering on compulsion at that point. Why are you upset? Grimy, light wounds, diarrhea, full bladder, low oxygen. Well, go use the bathroom then, fucking napkin. What do you think? Go use the bathroom if you have a full bladder. It's at an 8 priority. It's not my fault you refuse to do it. If you piss into the water source or something, I'm gonna be so fucking mad at you. Can I force him to fucking do this? Move to bathroom. For God's sakes. Everybody else is using the bathroom. I'm gonna have to do it again now because he's hogging it. I think I might need another one, honestly. No. Nope. Paused. You're not doing it. You can fuck yourself. I'm not having napkin shit on the floor because you have the worst timing in the goddamn world. What are you doing, napkin? Stop washing your fucking hands, dude! What is happening right now with the bathrooms? What the fuck is happening with the bathrooms? Priority 9 outhouse. Never thought I'd have to. These goddamn idiots don't know how to fucking manage their shits. I'm angry and I'm gonna show it to the world. Please don't go to the bathroom. I mean, go to bed needing the bathroom, dude. Everybody has diarrhea, I think, is the biggest issue. That's why everybody's going to the bathroom constantly. Wait, where's our... Oh, shit, you know what we need? Med bed. This is the first time in this playthrough that I've had any sort of medical situation, so I never had to build one. I'm going to put this over here as our medical room. We're going to prioritize this as an 8. So it goes right behind the outhouse in terms of build queue. And I think in this tragedy, in the midst of this anus-related tragedy, this bowel movement bonanza that we're having right now is a place, is not a perfect place. It's a place, though, for us to stop. And really take this time in between episodes to think about what we've done and the problem that we're now seeing take place on Good Rock, home of the Rock Boys. I think we all could assume at some point that we would have a feces-related problem. Did not think it would be so soon, though. Unfortunately, it is, however, a situation. And we'll fix it next time on Oxygen Not Included. So if you like this episode, hit the like button. If you like the series, tell me down below in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. And in honor of Leaky, the newest member of our colony, in honor of him, if you have anyone out there, any family or friends that you know that has a leaky genital and or genitals, let's share this video with them. Put it on their Facebook page. Share it on Twitter, just in case, you know, there's Twitter followers out there that you don't know have leaky genitals, because nobody's out there advertising that. You know, there could be secret boys out there and girls with just the most leakiest of genitals. Let them know about the video. Let them know, and also grow the channel simultaneously. Honor their genitals. And until next time, I'll see you guys later on Good Rock, home of the Rock Boys. I've been Esh, signing off.